Jingrwai.
That is her name, no?
If the bad spirit here, they catch my name, I might get sick or I might die.
Because here, in the mountains of India, a melody isn't just your name, it is what protects you. My name is Omar, and I travel to every corner of the planet to document how humans create sound. There's one question that follows me everywhere. What makes sound so powerful that is woven into what it means to be human? Welcome to SoundHunter. Here we are in a new episode of SoundHunter. We're in the beautiful mountains of the state of Meghalaya, in a small village called Kongthong, which has a really fascinating story and tradition. Because the Khasi people who live here have a very special way of calling each other, something that's actually unique in the world. Their names are melodies. This practice is called Jingrwai Iawbei, and when a child is born, the mother creates a melody just for her baby. A little musical motif that really becomes their name, the one they'll be known by for their whole life. Of course, there's also an official name, but here, it is the melody that serves as the real personal call within the community. The Khasi people are spread across the entire state of Meghalaya, but these Khasi, the ones from Kongthong, they are really special and they are important because they are the only ones keeping this tradition alive. And it is not just about the melody itself, because that's a name. It's given at birth and it dies with the person. What's really passed down is the tradition, the way of creating these songs, the knowledge of how they are made and shared. Right now, a mother is calling her child. Let's see if the little one responds and comes back home. I'm immediately invited into the house, and as often happens here, I'm welcomed with some delicious hot tea. It is the perfect moment to get a closer look at how all of this works.
Anh và cái dễ hỉ bạ bền kia là cái gì bền kia là cái gì là giả khất ta ta và phần em cam phải cái này cái rồi về cho đồng cho và like cái tình anh kỳ về bạn hồ thị thì lại sơn nàng lại để mình cái giả phê đây.
How does a mother compose a tune?
Lòng sơn nàng cũng là cái dòng hữu ê chẳng ta lòng ta thì sơn nàng suki lòng bà amarin để cái lòng phang lòng suva lại gì cái sơn nàng ta cho rồi về cho lòng có họ thìจะมาชนะว่าผู้เอกช่วงกุมตัดเป็นฮบายามไงฮบาน่าจะลองกันจะกุมได้ตาชนะจะรู้เว้ยเลยชนะจะรู้เว้ยนะตัวเป็นตาเยอะเทียงแล้วนั่งตัวพุทธนัทตาไม่ลองนั่งก็ยองเอกพุทธนัทเลยบางชนะตาจะรู้เว้ยตาหน้าดับไม่กินซีอาตายูลายตายูก็ตาละที่มันกันมาอย่างตอนนั้นชนะจะรู้เว้ย
My grandma, she passed away, but her tune is still with us. We sometimes when we remember about her, we used to sing her tune. My auntie, she was singing. That's the long tune.
Okay.
Cái bá tới biển.
That's the short tune.
In fact, every person has two melodies, or tunes as they call them. There's a short version used within the family, and a longer version that lets you be recognized even from far away or among many other voices. But there's more. Here, the voices aren't just for calling each other, they also have a protective value, as I find out just after.
If we go to the forest, Jingle, we believe there's a bad person, a bad spirit. And then if somebody call me by my official name, if the bad spirit here, they catch my official name, I might get sick or I might die. But if somebody call me by my tune, that mean no one know my official name. It's like to protect us from the bad spirit.
Since they don't know your name, they cannot do anything to you,
Yes.
right? It's like going undercover, basically.
Yeah, undercover. Secret.
To really understand the Jingrwai Iawbei, you need to consider a central element of Khasi society. Everything here is matrilineal. Descent, surnames, and clan membership all pass through the mother. At the center of each clan is the Iawbei, the ancestral mother. She's considered the origin of the family and symbolically protects the descendants. Because of this, many of a newborn's actions are interpreted as signs of her presence. The first smile, movements of the mouth, even the scratches that appear on the mother's belly during pregnancy. In this context, Jingrwai Iawbei isn't just a way of calling someone. It is a gesture that reconnects mother and child to the maternal line and renews the bond with the Iawbei. And it is in the first weeks of life that this bond becomes most evident. This is when the song name is born, by observing the child and choosing a melody that truly represents them.
That is her name, no?
Wow.
But she don't know how to respond because she is only 2 months. After 1 year, she will respond.
Wow, how will she respond?
Coo! Like that, no? Then I will call her. I call her, then she responds.
Did you have any sign of the ancient ancestors? Do you see her in the kids sometimes? Yeah.
But mostly it happened when they were before first month.
Okay.
Yeah, because we believe that,
Beautiful.
and also, of course, we see that sometimes the baby, even if they are sleeping, they will smile. Sometimes they cry. Yeah.
These gestures and beliefs aren't from the past. They are part of everyday life. As you walk through the village, you can hear it for yourself. Do you see what I mean? The point I want to get across is that this practice is alive. It's not some revival. They really live like this. I mean, can you believe it? They sing to each other, they call each other. They don't even learn it formally. The mothers don't teach it. The children just pick it up, like they pick up a language, like I learned Italian. And it's amazing, it's alive. This is alive and it's wonderful. Now we're about to have some black tea. I'm here with the village elder who's going to tell me a bit more about this spiritual connection.
Can you tell us a bit more about this ancestral mother?
Vâng, cái Iawbei mà vâng ý ông cảm mẹ là nêu cái ba yêu lắm mà kata si ông bé ki có cái mẹ cái bên ông con cái Iawbei cái ba bên ông con thao lặng kata cái dòng lòng cái dòng này cả thì mấy rồi lòng có kata cái dòng thoát cái mẹ giáo bề cho lòng mình đồng giá là để đẳng đi lại cái bên nhang già rồi phân là già già cái bề họ bề thế cho bị khasi nhang bên cái mẹ cho nhang bên nó cái mẹ cho mình hiện là cái dòng sản địa là cái dòng thành co thì cái mẹ của bà gì của bà thùng của bà phần cụt bò của bà xa của bà gì ai cái số cái số dòng quê đó cả ta chơi cái trang nợ cái số cũng cả để bà hấp ông nợ cái dòng quê áo bể mà cái đây cái mẹ của cái biển giờ thì phần cái presentation nào của bà ai yêu nông ai hạc cả.
So from what I understand, the melodies aren't just for themselves. They are incredibly important because they highlight this deep bond between a mother and her children. A bond of eternal love, with a mother willing to sacrifice anything for her kids. So it's not just the melody we hear. There is this whole context of love and affection, and it's absolutely beautiful.
What is the role of the female in Khasi society?
Nó bạc bị cái ông phang long chú ba thì bạn hiểu ba tên mà you can thấy bằng nè you kata cái dòng long phang long chú ba hiểu ba tên bằng nè cái long có mấy cái long dài cái long cù long mà như thế mi hin long phang long chú ba ta sungi khuôn mà ngắt hiểu ba tên chỉ ba tên bằng nè cái long dài cái long cù
What is silence for Khasi?
Khasi itu tang hama wadong mut. Tang hama pensong ni, pensong nong rim ya kano kabamut kua pekat ngap jar.
After a few days in Kongthong, what really stays with me is the sound of this place. As Raymond Murray Schaefer wrote, every community is defined by its sounds. Some are just background noise, but others become acoustic markers of identity. And here, Jingrwai Iawbei is exactly that. It is not just a song about the village, it is something that shapes everyday life. The sounds people exchange with each other become part of the community's daily rhythm. And honestly, I don't know what's more striking, that from the outside they are considered special for preserving a tradition, or that we, having lost many of our own, find what's normal here so unusual. For the Khasi, Jingrwai Iawbei isn't a relic of the past, it is simply the way they live. And one thing is certain, as long as these melodies continue to echo between the houses, the story of the Khasi won't need to be explained, you'll be able to hear it.